Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Just Survive. How are we all doing today? Hope you're all doing fine. I'm doing good myself. Thank you ever so much for asking. Getting on with how much we've done so far off camera. Reason behind we've done so much off camera is because the launcher has had its a few problems over the last few days. Sometimes it might take you X, Y, and Z times to get into the game, but today has been fine. Yesterday took me twice. The day before took me about 4 or 5 attempts. So yeah, you know what I mean. But hopefully it's sorted out. Anyway, I've had a few comments from a chap on my channel asking me where to find crossbows. Now, Connor X, I think his name is. I haven't got my channel up in front of me, so I do apologise if I got your name wrong, my friend. But yeah, I've been finding crossbows around campsites and things like that. You know, the holdalls, the green holdalls. Look in those. Look in the suitcases. They do spawn above ground as well. You know, just sitting on the grass or on tables, things like that. It's a luck of the draw, if you like. I went round, was it yesterday, and I was recording a video yesterday just for that, and I didn't find a single one. So, like I say, it's a luck of the draw. I cleaned areas out, didn't find anything. So yeah, with the old version of the game, the old H1Z1, if you cleared a house out, things would spawn back. If there was just like let's just say a standard backpack, if you picked that up or shredded it, with the next time you'd probably be lucky enough to find a military backpack or something like that. But I think things have changed a little bit, because there's quite a few other resources out there now that we can pick up. So yeah, again, luck of the draw. Anyway, right, getting on to what we've been doing to the old base. This is the inside, the ground floor, as you can clearly see. This here is a way up to the next floor. It's going to be a lookout tower eventually. Same on that side. Now, as what I've done is I've got doorways here. I've got one here and I've got one here. Is there a door there? No, there's not. Oh dear, we've missed one there. Which will allow you to go all the way around the outside of the base. Okay, again, this side, you will close that door when there's one on there. Close it. You've got this door here as well that will take you to the same place, if you so wish. And the same goes for this side, exactly the same as what I've just shown you there. So you've got a corridor that goes. See, as what I like about it is basically, if we were say on a PvP server, they would have to bash this wall down, then they would have to try getting into these. So double bubbles. So they'd have to take quite a bit of explosives with them to be able to do that. Right, and then inside here, this is where all my crafting and what have you areas are at the moment. So we close the door. Okay, so this is my crafting room. All nice and clean and tidy. Everything is sort of like got its own place. We got a girl on here called Willow. She's been sort of like sorting through things, putting them in the right places. And then, of course, the base took a bit of a turn, so I've been doing that as well. In here is our ammo room and our weapons room, all looking sweet. Yes, like I said, we've been doing a lot off camera, so we've been gathering quite a few resources and what have you. This is a ladder to get upstairs, or stairs to get upstairs, if you like. Yeah, I was umming about the night cycle, because it seemed to take quite a while, but it's because it was raining and the skies are grey, miserable. So I thought I'll leave it till daylight and start recording. So then anyway, coming down the stairs. This I might box in later on, or I might put like a storage box there with a few rounds of ammo or something. Not that we need it, not on a PvE, but yeah, I mean, if we ever decide that we want to go on a PvP server, it's gonna pay to have maybe the odd ammo box scattered about here, there, and sort of like everywhere. And then on this side, now, as what I originally did, I did a 3x3 room here, 3x3 room here. Go away, no, you go away. And I had a gap in between, and then I had a 3x3 room here, and the same here. So we was left with this gap. There, I did actually put a staircase going up here, and there was again the same going through there. It was just sort of like a staircase both sides. But I decided, and it was my friend Mac that came up with the idea, perhaps get rid of the staircases, because you've got the lookout towers actually to get up onto the next floor. But I thought, well, what if we actually needed to get upstairs pretty darn quick? So this is why I've left this staircase here. So we'll close that up. So this is a spare room going. Anybody want to join, they can put all their crap in here. We're on the Stranger Danger server. Like I said, it's PvE, so as long as you go around and do a bit of looting and gather resources, and that sort of stuff, I don't mind helping you out as well. We've got backpacks and things like that if you decided you wanted to join, in here. The big green survival backpack. So yeah, we're good. We've got vehicle things in that box there. We were only lucky today to find a vehicle that we can actually call our own at the moment, because of the problem we've got with wrenches. They're going to have to do something else about that, because I don't think it's really fair that people that are not hoarders, they should have to go without a vehicle just because of those those arseholes, those hoarders. Maybe make it harder and a bit more difficult to get the parts for vehicles. Maybe get say for this ATV, maybe go around looking for tires, wheels, battery plugs, drive belt, seat, handlebars, all that sort of stuff. An engine. I know it's probably going to be asking too much, but and then when you get that vehicle, perhaps you have to find a key to start it, and that key then is assigned to you and only you, nobody else. And there you go. And then you have one vehicle that you will see from one wipe to another. So I don't think it's hard. It's not difficult. Taking the wrenches away, yeah, it is going to stop the hoarding, but it's also going to stop people like myself and friends of mine and other decent people from being able to have the ability to drive around. Like I said, it's only been really today that I've had a vehicle. I did have one the other day, but it only lasted, silly amount of stupid time, so it blew up. And we don't really use them, but the opportunity of having one, or the possibility of having one where you can go out and pick your friends up or what have you, would be ideal. Yes. So anyway, getting on with the base. That was my whinge and whine about vehicles. Right, so outside here we've got a couple of dew collectors, which I'm loving, because I could have X, Y, and Z bottles and put in there, one after the other, bloody, and it fill it up until it's empty, which is cool. Got some B boxes. Now the B boxes itself they've reduced the carry weight in these. It's only down to 200 now, which is a bit of a bore, because I used to love filling my boxes up with loot and just leave it there and what have you. But anyway, that's what they've done. So the rest of this area here is, I'm going to have sort of maybe in line with this post here, I'm probably going to have a small fence going up to here, up to this doorway, and I'm going to have wheat in one, and over the other side I'm going to have corn in the other, and maybe, yeah, I think that would be big enough. And then this area here then we could just use to park the odd vehicle if we find one. So yeah, that's the way the base is looking at the moment. Not finished it, no, by no means. I've been out gathering quite a bit of wood. Now if I bring up my map, you'll see where my base is, okay, but you'll also see where my stash is. I've been chopping trees down like Bigelow. Hold on, no, bring up map. Is what I've done is I've dropped my stash, loaded that up with wood, then carried on, rather than having to keep going back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. You know, we got to do that in a moment. Do 2 runs to go and pick up our what's in the stash and the stash itself. So anyway, yeah, this these couple of this little walkway here is going to be going. So it's going to be 2. Is it 2 wide? Yeah, 2 wide. All the way around, which I can show you. It is, again, you can come through that door and go through this door and go all the way to the other end, and this one has actually got a door on that I've not closed. So we go up to the 2nd floor, okay, and you can walk all the way around. There's going to be rooms up here. This I'm not too sure. I think as what I might do is put a small room around it just to block it off, and then come up through here and have a room or 2 here, and then come around here and perhaps a room with windows or something like that, you know, here. I mean, because you can still get in and out even if I took it right up to the corner of this. How many would we? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could have a room there 4 wide and just have a single sort of like roofed walkway around. So yeah, we could do that. But that's a later project. And then we've put these palisades, or whatever they call them, up the top. Basically, is what that'll do is stop vehicles, you know, pulling up right next to it, people jumping on them and trying to jump in. So that's a good idea. Well, I've got some punjies out here because originally I had a doorway down there, and you know, if any players were to come in and then want to put the code into the door, they weren't going to stand. They weren't standing a chance because zombies were just ripping them apart. So I put the punjies there, so they, you know, they had a bit of safety, if you like. So yeah, that's the way the base is looking at the moment. Everything is accessible at the moment. The 3rd floor, yeah, I mean, it's going to take me a long time, I think, because I'm doing this at the moment sort of like on my own, the building side of things. My friend Mac, he's got a base just over there. I have noticed that there's another stronghold which is over there. This server is actually full now. All strongholds have been brought. Whether people are going to be living in them or not, I do not know. But the server itself is pretty darn full. So let's have a quick look out the front. Got a few decorations that I did actually buy a couple of crates the other day, and I should just quickly sort of give you a bit of an idea of what we've managed to get. We got the banners, which I'll show you outside in a moment. So we've got 4 banners. We got the deer head. We got the I call them the crystal chandeliers, but they're not. They're the deer. I'll show you one now if you haven't seen them yet. You got the, like I say, there's the deer heads there. You got the wolf head as well. Oh no, not in this room. Oh yeah, no, it's upstairs, up the other way. But that's the chandelier, and they don't really cost that great, you know, that much to make. All you need is, what is it, 4 or 5 candles or something like that. A couple of, I think it's a couple. Let me have a quick look. Housing. Does it come under housing? There it is. Deer antler chandelier. So you need 3 deer antlers, 1 adhesive, a candle, 4 candles, and 1 steel. So they're pretty good and easy to make. They don't give off much light, because if it wasn't for that torch there, it'd be a lot duller in here. So maybe brighten them up a bit. But as you may have just seen there, I've also got the carved wooden duck. I'll show you that in a second. There's the deer head. I've got the doormat go away, which I think you've already perhaps seen. So yeah, we got a few things. Oh yeah, and I've also got the zombie gravestone, so I'll show you that in a second. But what was I on about? Oh yeah, there's the go away. Wipe your feet as you come in. Thank you. Right. And I like these new beds. Yeah, they are sweet. It just saves you having to, throw down your sleeping bag and what have you. I do actually carry a sleeping bag around with me all the time, just in case you're caught a bit short. And I mean, so that's the base so far. Let me know what you think about that. Are we on the right track to sort of like be building a PvP kind of base? Yeah. Tell me, please. I think all my goodies is probably going to end up going up top on the top floor, or maybe the second floor. We shall see. Or just have it scattered around, have crafting stuff on each floor. I don't know yet. We shall see. Right, let's go on outside and I'll show you what we've been doing. This is my duck dog. This is, it's not a guard dog, it's a guard duck. Yeah, okay, don't do anything. There you go. So yeah, this is the gravestones. Now, what I would have liked to have seen perhaps is maybe having a bit of variety of these, because they're all exactly the same. His head is ducked down. Yeah, all exactly the same. So, yeah, a bit more, a couple more perhaps, just to sort of like break that up a bit. I put a torch behind, because then at night time it sort of like brightens it up slightly. They're the banners, as you can see. The skulls on sticks, that was my friend Flynn that learnt that. But yeah, you've got some signs, so you can post those. It just, I don't know, puts a little bit of character to your build. I should probably be putting quite a few along the side. I'm not sure if they sort of like got any like armor or anything like that. I wouldn't imagine so, but you just don't know, do you? So that's it. I may very well have to place 1 or 2 doors along this lower side, so you can come out this way and the other side. I've shown you the door around the other side. Actually, let me just bring up my health and whatever, because I'm not really taking much notice of that. Yeah, so this is where the door was, just there. I'm going to put a few banners around here to break the boredom up of it. Can't wait until the stone build comes, because there's stone already around. You can collect it, so I don't think it's too far away. Hopefully, anyway. So yeah, that is definitely the base so far. Eyes are liking it. The idea of having windows all the way around is so. Yeah, because you're not going to be wanting to be on the ground floor shooting out and what have you. So, you've got windows for days all the way along. Oh, I'm tired. Better go and rest. Rest it up. Close the door. Now that's the other thing. They've made the doors so much easier to handle. Because when it first came to the test servers, if you were sort of like on the inside and you wanting to go out, you had to literally sometimes be on the inside to close the frigging door so you can get out of it. So, but no, they've done a great job there. As far as the game is concerned at the moment, it's very much playable. I would like to see, perhaps, let's just say that there's only sort of a small handful of people that are on the server. I would like to see a few more zombies. Because even if you're around on your own, which we have been, I think, for the last 35-40 minutes, I haven't really seen any zombies. Just before I started recording, actually I'm going to go up and I've got some animal traps that I want to place out. Now, that's the other thing. I'm not sure if you've placed any animal traps yet, but you cannot no longer place animal traps inside of your base. In some ways I'm good with that, but if they're on the floor and not on the roof or something like that, I would, I'd be up for that. But you cannot place them inside, so now you have to go outside. You know what I mean? And just place them out here. So this is what I've been doing, and they still decay. I had 10 out here the other day, and they've all gone. So I'll place those later on, because I want to actually go and get my wood and pick up my my stash. But the light in here at night time it's cool. I like it. You know what I mean? It's so much better than what it was before. You remember the torches that we you could place on the ground? Didn't really give us that much light, did it? But now look at it, there's only 3 in here. You know what I mean? And it's all clear. Night time is great. You know what I mean? And the ethanol torches, they've got a slightly different glow to them. They're a lot brighter because there's only one torch in here, and you know what I mean, it is so much. Oh yeah, I loving it. Right, let's put those in there out of the way. We've got a few things there that we've already built. That's my storage one, or my overload storage box there. So let's go over and I'll show you where I've been putting my stash when I'm out looting for wood. Now the weapon wise and the melee, that I reckon again they've done a great job on the melee, because this knife that I've got here, I was just going to call it a sword. But this knife, you remember the old hunting knife? Yeah, it was a bag of shite, wasn't it, on H1Z1. But now on this one, on the Just Survive, you can go up to a zombie, 2-3 hits sometimes if you can sneak up behind a zombie. One hit and they're down. Wolves, 2 or 3 hits as well. Not tried it on a bear. I've got no plans on doing so. Deers are the same. You might get a deer that just is given up on life altogether, and 1 or 2 hits. Berries. Very, very disappointed the fact that berries no longer hydrate you. You know what I mean? Now that is just ridiculous. They gain your stamina. Have I got any on me? Let me just pick a berry. There, is that berry bush? No, it's not. Idiot. Oh, there's a berry bush. So let's just eat one of these. Have a look at my stats down there, or over here. See, no hydration. What is wine made out of? What is juice made out of? Berries. So you would have thought that they would have given you a little bit more of the old hydration. Now, let me get some more, because I'm pretty sure that they do regain your stamina as well. Not your stamina, sorry, your comfort. 85, there you go, 90. So they take up your... maybe they've got that sort of slightly wrong. Because originally it was only sort of like meat and things like that that would bring up your comfort. So yeah, I think that they've got that slightly wrong somehow. Right, this is where I keep my when I'm working around here, because there's trees for days here. Look, you know what I mean. So I would put my stash down just here. Now what I like about this is I can move away from it and it's disappeared. So even though it's showing up on the map, just remember where you've placed it, because you could, oh shit, where did I put that? And you're in the same sort of proximity of it, but it doesn't show up for you. So give it a second. There you go. And I've got 495 logs in there. I'm going to have to eat those I'm going to have to get rid of that bottle too, because otherwise those 2 bottles are gone. Can I carry any more? I think I can actually carry something like 249. Let's eat these berries. Don't need to eat them, but I mean, I like the speed of the way that you can eat these berries now. Oh, let's just chuck them away. Don't need them. Right, how many can I pick up now? So one more. Let's get rid of those rounds. Don't need those either. Darn it. Okay, let's pick up the rounds again then. Can't pick any bottles up, can I? No? Okay, right, let's get this back to base then, and then come out again and pick the rest up, and then we should be close to, I think it's about 800 wood. It takes so long to gather, but we're going this way, but it's well worth it. Again with the zinc and what have you. But there's some areas around here, certain times of day when the player, the other players are not on. I mean, you could just quite easily load up your backpack with zinc. What my intentions are is to. Sorry, I think I'm worded that wrong. I've been speaking too much now. I've had a proper brain fart. What I usually do is I would drop the stone and I would drop the copper, because at the moment I've got no use for it. But around the base here, there are a few rocks. These would probably give me around about, I don't know, 45 to 50 zinc, and I would keep the stone and the copper from around the base. But going out further afield, I would just drop the stone, drop the copper, and just think about the zinc. Close the door. Back at the base. Open the door. So yeah, if in regards to the crossbows, like I say, I'm not lying. I have found a couple. There you go. I've got 3 there, and I think I gave 1 to Mac. The other guys may have found some as well, and they're using theirs. So they are around, but you just got to seriously, just spend time looking for them, I'm afraid. As I said at the start of the video, look at campsites, look in the holdalls, look in the briefcases or suitcases, look on tables, look on the grass, look in the toilets, everywhere, literally everywhere. You will eventually come up with some. Why can't I? Still got 149, so I've got 235, 635, so that's 4 plus. Yeah, we're getting a nice amount of wood here. Cool, happy with that, because maybe not today. If you want, I will record a video and do some building with you. If you fancy that, let me know what you think. But I would really like to find a couple of crossbows and record it to exactly where I have found them. But if you look over at the big campsite and the farm over in the top right hand corner, I think, of the map, up here someplace, I have found them here. The crossbows I'm on about, in and around the campsites. See that? Oh, Max just come on, has he? No? You can see my friend's base just popped up there. Why is that doing that? Oh, I think it's because I'm what do you call it? I'm on his permissions. Right, what was I saying? Yeah. Go over to the trailer site and the campsite and the farm, and literally just loot the hell out of it. Drop shit on the floor, and and what have you, and then go back 10-15 minutes later and do it all over again, and eventually you should find what you're looking for. I did. So happy days. So anyway, ladies, gents, boys and the girlies, I'm going to have to leave you there for now. If you like what you've seen today, if you'd be so kind to leave us a bit of a like. If you want to see some more and you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Any comment you would like to leave on, in regards to anything that we've spoken about today, please feel free to leave one. So until the next episode, then, ladies, gents, boys and the girlies, and my good old friend Diz, catch you later. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.